Have you noticed your vehicle being sluggish lately, lacking power at all? I sure as hell have. So today I'm going to be showing you a little trick that I learned a while back on how to restore power on your car or truck. And also, don't mind what this is. I don't even know how that got there. I don't know why that's there. So basically all we're going to be doing is, on this truck is a 1994, and don't mind the dinging. I've got the key out. I don't know why it keeps going. Basically, all we're going to be doing is the throttle body on these vehicles has a cable that runs from the throttle body to your gas pedal, and you can see it there. It's that one with the big blue spring. Now what happens is just over time these things get a lot of slack in them, and you can see when mine's basically floored, it's barely doing anything. And I'll show you why that is. So there's three things that an engine needs to run. It needs air, fuel, and spark. And if you're not getting enough air, you're not going to have enough power. It being one of the three things. So the way you're going to identify where your throttle body is on your vehicle is you're going to look at your air box where the filter's at. Follow that tube. This is your intake tube, and it'll come up to the throttle body. Now you can see here, inside of here, there's a butterfly flap. And here's the cable that goes down to the gas pedal, or down through the firewall to the gas pedal. And when you press the pedal, it pulls on this and opens the flap in there. And I'll show you what that looks like. On this vehicle, it's a 3-liter Ford 94. The intake manifold is built into the throttle body. And I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know, this trick will only work if it's got a cable. On the Crown Vic, it does not have a cable. It's electronic, and I'll show you how to identify that. So I'll go over to the Vic real quick. It's the same deal over here. You got your air box, you got your intake tube, and it comes up to the throttle body. Now on this one, it's not all one piece. Throttle body is separate from the intake manifold, but this is your intake manifold. You see this guy right here? That is a module. This is an electronic throttle body. There is no cable that goes to the pedal to pull it. That's only on the older vehicles. Most of your cars now are going to have one of these. And I will say, some of the Crown Vics do actually have the cable. This one being an 09, it does not have it, but I think the first generation up until like 05 or 06, something like that, had the cable on the Crown Vics. So, head back over to the Mazda. We'll keep working on it, and I'll show you what the butterfly flap looks like and how that operates. So I've got the intake tube off now. You can see there's the butterfly flap I was talking about. So you're pressing the gas pedal, it pulls the cable, and it opens. Now if there's too much slack in it, it's not going to open all the way. You're going to get about that much. You want it to be like that. You want it to open all the way so that you're getting as much air as possible into the engine for your power. So basically, all this is going to take to fix is some zip ties, and you'll need a pair of dikes to cut the ends off of them. You can wrap it with electrical tape if you want. I normally do, but I think I'm just going to leave the zip ties raw this time. And it is pretty hard to get up in here. So I'm going to show you a before. This is the before, and I'll show you an after I get them installed. Little trick as well. If you're having issues getting the zip tie started, because it is a tight squeeze up in there, and it's going to be hard to get your hand up in there, you can just start your zip tie like this and loop it around, and then you can tighten it up there. These things don't need to be super tight. I mean, you want to get them snug against the line, but they are going to move around because, I mean, you can't get it that tight. So I'm going to pull the pedal back, and you can see how much slack is on that up there. I mean, I put it to the floor, and it's basically doing nothing. So what we're going to do is pull the pedal back, put a couple of zip ties there on the end, and that should relieve most of the slack in our pedal that we've got. So this is about what you should be looking at now. You can see I've got barely any slack in that right now. And you press it down and it pulls it all the way forward, and that's what we want. I'm going to go ahead and cut the ends off of that. And just like that, you're done. That's all there is to it. Super easy trick. This trick's been around for years, but figured I'd make a little video on it. Super easy, very cheap, and you can get all that lost power back just by doing something as simple as that. Now, like I said before, keep in mind, if you have an electric throttle body, not going to work. Has to be cable driven. Okay, I'm going to finish putting the intake back together, and then I'm going to go test drive this, see how it feels, see if it feels as sluggish anymore. It should not. but I had fun making this video, and it took me barely any time at all. So this is just something super easy you can do at home. Don't need hardly any tools, pair of dikes, wire cutters, no problem. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Go drive it. Remember to leave a like, subscribe. If you got any ideas for me, leave them down in the comments. I'll be happy to read them and respond if I can. And if you got, just tell me your thoughts on this video. Let me know what I should do better, what I should work on, what you liked about it. I don't care. All right.